Okay, Bowser, you be a good boy now. Oh!
Good little chicken.
Yeah!
Welcome back to Luke's Goldies, guys. As you know, I've been working on my greenhouse for like the last 2 months, and I have not gone to the gym. Creatine gummies. All right. Good pre-workout meal. Let me get a pre-workout. Also, y'all, check out the chickens. I built this little cage for them, and now from my kitchen window, I can see them. Good morning, birdies. Good morning, birdies. So if you guys have been watching our short videos, you'll know that we did lose a lot of our chickens. We only have 16 of these chickens left now because we had a raccoon attack, and then directly 2 days after we had a fox attack in broad daylight. The raccoon attack was at night and they broke into the coop. But the fox attack was during the daytime while I was free-ranging them. So right after that happened, I decided no more free-ranging. So I no longer free-range the chickens, and they're just stuck here in the run. I got this run for like $300 on Amazon, and honestly, it's pretty good. It's got a tarp over one part of it, and then an open part on the rest of it, and it's like 130 square feet. It's 130 square feet, and while I'm here, all the chickens like to come around me. They probably think I'm gonna give them some treats. Yeah, if you remember a while ago, I made that video of getting the new chicks. These are those chicks. This is how big those chicks are now. They're like 13 weeks old almost. So they've really grown a ton. They grow so fast, these guys. Real quick before I go, I wanna show you guys the fish basement. So I haven't done a glass cleaning in a while, but I just wanted to show you some of our baby ranchus and how large they've gotten right now. So these were the baby ranchus that I bred this year. And I know the glass is very dirty, but check out the quality of some of these guys and the size of some of these guys. I might clean the glass later today. These are the smaller little guys that I'm selling off for cheap. But these are the larger good guys that I'm growing out. I'm growing out to sell later on once I get some size on them. Balthazar, buddy, how are you? Anyway, I'm gonna go to the gym now, but I do have a lot of work to do today. So I'm just gonna be taking you guys along all the random stuff I'm doing today. I got quite a laundry list, and we'll see how much of that I get to. Also, when I walk outside now, look what I see. I see the greenhouse. Isn't that awesome? And before I go to the gym, I'm going to the Old Gauge Farm, little convenience store near me, and I'm gonna get some coffee. I always get coffee from here. I just want to apologize for my inconsistency in my content. I always try to go back to doing my vlogs like I used to do and do them consistently. But as you can see from my short videos, I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm building a lot, building my greenhouses, just running my business and doing everything. And, carrying around this camera with me and trying to document all that, it escapes my mind sometimes. So I actually appreciate when everyone comments, hey, where are the long videos? When's the next long video coming out? Because when I see those comments, it reminds me, this is a YouTube channel and I should be putting out, long format YouTube videos for you guys to watch, so you can kind of see behind the scenes. And well, this isn't really behind the scenes. This is the scene of how everything's working. But anyway, my dad is calling me right now, actually, so I gotta go. Bye-bye. First day back at the gym in a long time. Just finished up at the gym, and now I'm going to Home Depot to replace this little thing. So there's actually a clog in the drainage tube of the troughs of the greenhouse. I tried using this to get the clog undone. I think it's just way too small. I think this thing is just way too small for that large pipe. I gotta find something a little more heavy duty that can really get that clog out of there. All right, I'm at Home Depot now. I'm gonna be returning this and hopefully looking for something a little thicker. Nothing better than going to Home Depot. All right, yeah, so I'm looking for a little heavy dutier remover for junk in pipes because I foolishly let a bunch of crap go in the drain. Ah, here we are. Drain cleaners. Okay. What is this? Okay, after much debating, I ended up going with this little thing. So this extends 40 feet. Said it's meant to clear out pipes 4 to 10 inches in diameter. I have like a 4-inch in diameter pipe, I think. So you can just extend this out, and then I can push this into the drain, and hopefully I'll be able to unclog it. And it's like very rigid. It's like a rigid but bendable pipe. So hopefully this will work. Okay, we are here at the Goldfish Greenhouse 3.0. So if you watched my last video, you could see the process of me building this entire thing. But yeah, we now have gravel all over the ground. I actually need to compact this gravel. And I actually did get a pump out here, and I pumped water just from the pond into all these troughs. Just because I wanted to see if the drain worked. The drain did not work. It's clogged. It's clogged with something. So we're gonna try to unclog this drain now because the water ain't leaving. My goodness. All right. No. Look at that. Dreams do come true. This is how we do it. It's kind of cool to see how all the troughs are connected. So this trough right here actually has a connection over there to that trough. And then this trough over here has this little pipe that you see water going into. That goes in a U shape and then pours out over here. And then this goes all the way down to the drain. Okay, so now that I unclogged the drainage for these troughs where I'm gonna be having my goldfish, now what I'm gonna do for today, I didn't think it'd be that easy, but yeah, that thing worked really well. I'm gonna go and rent a compactor because I actually have not compacted the gravel yet in this greenhouse. I dumped all this gravel in. It took me 2 days of just the harshest labor you can imagine, but it's still, you know, it's not compacted down. So I wanna compact it down, get it nice and densely, you know, put in place. So I got a gravel compactor, a dirt compactor. Great, right? Well, this thing is 220 pounds and it's in the back of my truck. I don't know how I'm gonna get it off. Okay, sure hope this can hold 220 pounds. I don't even, oh, it's gonna slide straight off. Oh, okay. Well, that's, oh. That worked perfectly. All right. I cannot believe that just worked. I totally thought that board was gonna slide off and this thing was gonna fall. But we got our gravel compactor, our big heavy thing, and we're gonna compact some gravel. Okay. And then Simple as that. Now, why are we compacting the gravel in here? Well, I just took wheelbarrows and wheelbarrows of like just normal crushed stone and put it in here. And in order to make it so it doesn't really shift all around and be super loose, if you kind of compact it in place, it's going to keep it in place better. And if I want to put any pavers or stepping stones over it, it's better just to have a nice compacted base than more loosely flowing gravel. Now that I'm done compacting the inside of the greenhouse, I actually have all this dirt that I put on the outside of the greenhouse to kind of help seal it in and create a little bit of a grade away from the building. But there's a ton of rocks in here. So I'm going to collect up all those rocks, then I'm going to smooth out all the dirt, and then I think I'm going to try to compact this a little bit so we have a nice, compacted grade away from the greenhouse. This will just help when, there's rain and stuff and it's going against the building. It's going to want to run away from the building versus rather pool up in the building and get into the building. Now we're basically just trying to smooth, there's still a ton of big rocks. We're trying to smooth this out. We're trying to get a nice grade away from the building. Check this out, y'all. We got a nice smoothed out kinda slope away from the greenhouse. We have a little gravel near the threshold just so I'm not walking on dirt all the time. And then the same thing over here. So we have it nice and compacted, and I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but there's a slight slope away from the greenhouse. So when there's lots of rain and stuff, water's probably going to pull up over there, but it's not going to pull up near the greenhouse, which is what I want, because if it pulled up near the greenhouse, then it might make its way in. Come on. Let's just do a running start. Oh, you know what? I could probably get myself propped up on the board, and then the wheels here. Okay, Lily's home. And the first thing she's doing is feeding the chickens. Giving them some treats.
What is it? No more food. No more food, sorry. Sorry.
Till we get an egg.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Good little chicken. And now we are in the goldfish basement, which desperately needs an algae scrubbing. Look at you doing your big poo-poo. I was hoping to do some water changes in here today because there are some tanks in here that are definitely a little overdue for water changes. However, the day escaped me. It's already it's almost 6:30. I gotta go to Bible study soon, and I don't have time for water changes. I might do them tonight, but yeah, as you guys can see from this video, it was a busy day. It was a super busy day. At the end of the day, we're feeding our goldies some Goldie bites. You know, it's funny, someone commented on a video recently, isn't this a goldfish page? Because I know a lot of my recent content has been about my chickens, because I didn't want to leave that out of this. It's been about my construction project. I've honestly forgotten to really make goldfish content. But now that the main construction is over, goldfish content will soon be returning like you've never seen before. Like you've never seen before. And that's because we're gonna be getting the greenhouse goldfish ready. Sorry, the camera's just so close. While I'm feeding, I have to have this bag pinned to me.
Okay, Bowser, you be a good boy now. Oh, okay. Just don't be aggressive. Just be gentle, Snapping Turtle. Yeah, there you go, see? It's the final brain cell.
Anyways, guys, that about does it for today's vlog. Again, pretty soon, I'm gonna get some solar panels rigged up. I'm gonna get some electrical out there, and we're gonna be able to get that greenhouse that you see all the way over there in fish shape.